Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reviewing the NECA Scorched Xenomorph. So in today's video we're going to be reviewing the NECA Scorched Xenomorph. And this thing is tall compared to Predators. I can't even stand him up all the way because he won't fit in the camera. But right now we're about to go over articulation. Whenever I said this guy was big, I was not joking. But anyways, here's the articulation. So the head could look down about that far. It goes up. That spine in the back kind of limits it because it doesn't really move. But you could go side to side. The jaw opens farther than it should, in my opinion, and then the inner mouth comes out. But my inner mouth is really droopy, so that's, I don't know if that's the problem that I got with the figure. And then there's no ab crunch, but there's a swivel. And then the legs go up. Damn! The legs go up all the way up to there. Knees bend in almost all the way, and this barely moves at all. I don't understand why they tried to put articulation here if it barely even moves. But arms obviously go all the way around. There's nothing limiting that. They go in almost all the way. And then the wrist, normal wrist articulation for an action figure. And then for the tail, it goes slightly around, and it's a bendy wire in it, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna go over accessories, but I do want to say that this thing is incredibly hard to stand up. So what you have to do is you kind of have to get him into a certain pose, and that bendy wire in his tail can kind of hold him up to an extent. No! And now to the accessories. We have a face hugger. Only one version. We don't have the closed version like that original Alien had. But we got the face hugger. And the bottom of it just makes me feel like severely uneasy. And I don't like it. And then we have we have the chest burster. And the tail on this is bendy wire too. I also forgot to say the tail on this is bendy wire. They both have bendy wire tails. But the detailing on this chest burster is actually pretty nice. And then for all the others, hands and stuff, we have, I don't even know how I'd explain these. Hold on. I guess we got splayed out hands, which look really freakish. And then we have like these curled hands, kind of. Like some fingers bent, well, most fingers bent. And then we have, I haven't seen the new movie, so cut me some slack. I'm not the biggest Alien fan. We have, these hands. A lot of these just seem like splayed out hands to me. Okay. Some more splayed out hands. Then we have like this squished spider hand. To me, it just looks like somebody just slammed a shoe on a spider, and this is what you get afterwards. And then we have another widely splayed out hand. Okay, and then we have a like scorched, burnt faceplate that goes onto the alien pretty easily. You just take this back here off, and it pops right off, and you can see his skull under it. You can see like his whole skull underneath the rubber thing. That also makes me feel uneasy. This isn't the best action figure to like the most, how do I explain it? This is definitely a very disturbing action figure, is what I'm trying to say. But there's that cracked faceplate, and I wish he came with swappable inner mouths, but like the Mezco did. But I prefer NECA over Mezco, so I just got this one, and he's huge. Hold on, I'll show you a size comparison in a minute. Okay, so Alien's so tall that I had to put my camera vertically. So here's Alien compared to a Predator. He's huge, just absolutely ginormous. I don't recall him being that much bigger than the Predators in the movie, but I don't know, I'm not the biggest Xenomorph fan, so I wouldn't really know. But this tail is way, like, super long, dude. I'm pretty sure that's accurate, but this is super, super long. And whenever you completely stretch it out below his feet, yeah, he's tall. The tail is the size of my. Dude, the tail is the size of my screen. This is. I could hold him upside down, dangle him in front of him. That's not normal, in my opinion. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this adventure of learning about this confusing figure, and it's very disturbing. And I also did want to bring up that if you're having trouble standing them, it comes with the little stand. But I'm not going to really use it in like stop motion stuff, maybe just to display them. And even then, whenever I get a bigger display or something, I'm just going to use this tail to help them stand them up. But yeah, they could fit the face huggers on it if you want the face hugger jumping up. No, it can't. I lied. But that's going to be all for this review, and bye-bye.